Hello, myself Dr. Anuj Purwar. Today we will discuss distribution network analysis and design part 3. Appurtenances in plumbing system. The plumbing system includes the water supply and distribution pipes, plumbing fittings and traps, vent pipes, anti-siphonage pipes, building drains and building sewer, including their respective connections, devices, and appurtenances within the property lines of the premises, and water treating or water using equipment. Hence, the plumbing system can be divided in two parts: water supply system plumbing and sanitary and drainage system plumbing. As far as this lecture is concerned, plumbing has been taken to refer to water supply connections only. Appurtenances used in plumbing system include ferrules, gooseneck pipes, service pipes, water meters, stopcock, water taps, bibcocks, spouts, pipe fitting such as bands, crosses, trees, elbows, unions, caps, plugs, and flanges, etc. Now, ferrules. It is a right angle sleeve made of non-ferrous metal, mostly of brass or gunmetal. It is joined to the opening drilled in the water main with the plug. A T-branch connection of the main is used to connect the service pipe leading to domestic connections. Cross section of a common ferrule is shown as below figure. The ferrule is having bore not more than 25 mm. Ferrule of 20 mm bore and above is used in mains having internal diameter more than 100 mm. For more details about these ferrules, we can refer the IS 2692. Gooseneck. It is a small curved flexible pipe for making connections between ferrule and service pipe. They are usually of about 75 centimeter length and made of lead to provide flexibility. This flexible pipe is provided to take care in the settlement of the service pipe due to overburden load in due course. It provides ease in connecting service pipe with the ferrule. Service pipe. It is a galvanized iron pipe of nominal size less than 50 mm. It is laid below ground level, making a bench. Care has to be taken that no sewer or drainage pipe is laid in the trench in which service reservoir is laid. It supplies water to individual building through the municipal main and as discussed earlier is connected to the main through ferrule and gooseneck. Stopcock. It is provided before the water meter if the water meter is provided. Otherwise, it is connected at the end of the service pipe and close to the boundary wall of the premises in an accessible position. It is housed in a small masonry chamber with a removable cover for stopping or opening the water supply to the premises. When water meter is provided, both the water meter and stopcock is housed in the same chamber. It is a small screw-down type slice valve used in smaller size pipe in service connection. It is provided at the entrance of the water connection to the premises and when closed stops water supply to the premises, thus helping in some major repair and maintenance work. A typical picture of the reservoir stopcock is shown below. Water passes through the opening when the stem of the valve is raised. When the stem is brought down, it rests against the seat and passage of water is closed, thus supply of water being stop. Bivcock. In common language, it is also called water taps. They are valves provided in the plumbing system to take out water in the consumer's premises, such as bathroom, kitchen, dining room, etc. By turning the handle of the bivcock, the orifice opening can be increased or decreased through which water flows. They are known as compression type bivcock. Two types of bivcocks are shown in that picture. In the push type of bivcock, it opens with a slight push given vertically upward and closes down automatically due to the self weight. A picture of the push type bivcock is shown below. Such valves are mostly used in public places to avoid wastage of water from compression type of bivcock, which are left open by irresponsible persons. Bivcocks develop leaks at two places, at the seat or at the stem. A stem leak is indicated by water flowing out around the stem at the top of the packing nut when the bivcock is open. A leak at the seat is indicated by water dropping from the spout when bivcock is closed. Bivcock should always be closed tightly after use. A slow drip at a bivcock may not seem important, but the leak not only causes water to cut the washer or the seat but waste a good amount of the water. Here we see the picture of average loss of the water from leaking bivcock in a period of 1 month. In first picture, 30 drops per minute leaking, then 205 liters per month water is lost. In second picture, 60 drops per minute, then water loss is 428 liters per month. In third picture, 120 drops per minute, then water loss 900 liters per month. In fourth picture, if there is the continuous water drops like shown in pictures, there is the length of this continuous leakage of water of 30 mm, then 3848 liters per month of water loss. In fifth picture, there is the continuous, we can say, leaking of the water from this Bivcock tap. So here the water loss is 8346 liter per minute. Water meter. Water meters are connected after the stopcock to measure the quantity of water supplied to a premises. They are classified according to the method of measuring flow. Mainly there are two types of meter, velocity or inferential meter. Second one, positive or displacement meter. Velocity or inferential meter. Such type of meters measure the horizontal velocity of water flowing through them. An inferential meter has a propeller blade or vane of special design which rotates by the flowing water through the meter. The rotation actuates a clock-like mechanism through a gear system and the quantity of water flowing is registered by means of a system of dials. They measure large flow and are often used by industries for measuring large supply. The two important type of inferential type of meter are rotatory meters and turbine meters. Rotatory meters, when water enters and passes through the meter with a certain velocity, the radial vanes rotate, which in turn revolve the shaft. The number of revolutions made by the shaft depends on the velocity of the flow. The velocity of flow and thus the discharge is proportional to the speed of the shaft. The shaft is integrated with a system of gears so as to read the total discharge over a certain period of time. A turbine meter is similar to a rotatory meter but consists of a turbine wheel which is rotated by moving water. A below figure is shown a rotatory type water meter. Positive or displacement meter. They work by the flow of water, causing a piston to reciprocate within a cylinder and communicating the movement finally to a system of dials which register the quantity of the flow. Such type of meters are very bulky and heavy, and the improved ones are known as semi-positive meters. They are widely used for the domestic supplies. The two most common type of semi-positive meters are rotatory piston meter and nutating disc meter. Rotatory piston meters. The rotatory piston meters consist of an eccentrically pivoted, light and freely moving hollow cylinder which is pulled round by water, which in turn opens and closes inlet and outlet ports in turn. Nutating disc meter. The nutating disc meter consists of a disc which wobbles around in a circle as water is drawn through the meter and passes above or below the disc from the inlet to outlet ports. In doing so, the cylinder or the disc turns a lever whose motion is transmitted by gears to the clock-like mechanism to measure the quantity of the flow. Selection of meter. In selecting a type of meter for a particular use, following points should be considered. First, quantity of flow to be measured. Second, nature of the flow, either this is the continuous or intermittent. Third, permissible head loss. Fourth, cost. Pipe fitting. For water supply plumbing, various types of fittings are required. They are bands, crosses, T's, elbows, unions, caps, plugs, flanges, nipples, etc. Bands, crosses, T's, and elbow are used to change the direction of the pipeline. T's are provided to take out flow in normal direction to the main flow. Elbows are provided to turn the gradual direction of the pipeline by the 90 degrees. Crosses are provided to divert the flows in four directions, whereas bands are provided to turn the direction of the pipe line at a desired angle. Caps and plugs are used to close the ends of a pipe line. Nipples are to use the section of a pipe, and unions are used to change a section of pipe when required. So here the picture of pipe assembly is shown, where the common pipe sizes are shown and the most common fittings are mentioned here. Pipe identification. A water pipes color we can kept sea green, steam pipes silver gray, air pipes sky blue, drainage and other wastage pipes black, gases canary yellow, oils light brown, acid and alkalis dark violet, and fire installation red color pipes available. Service connection. The service pipe connections from a main to a property is usually let down as shown in the figure. In figure, their typical service pipe connection to a premises is shown. The ferrule is normally inserted into the main by means of a under pressure tapping machine. This bores a hole into the main and tapes a screw thread in the hole, and then rotating the head of the machine, the ferrule is brought into position over the hole and screwed into it. The ferrule has a plug in it which is screwed down for cutting off the supply till the connection of the ferrule is made with the service pipe. Service pipe connection for houses are usually of a standard size 13 mm. Service pipe connection for houses are usually of a standard size 13 mm diameter, being the normal size for a one family house or flat which is around at a distance of 30 meter from the distribution main. The pressure in the main being around 30 meter. Service pipes of less than 50 mm bore are connected to main by means of right angle screw down ferrule of non-ferrous material, which is conforming to IS 2692. Connection with ferrule to the service pipe is made through a flexible material pipe known as goose neck of about 75 centimeter in length. This flexible connection provides the service pipe safety from ground settlement, if any. The service pipe is usually of galvanized iron pipe of size less than 50 diameter. It is laid making a trench in the ground. One stop cock is provided before the water enter the water meter in the house. Otherwise, the stop cock is provided just before the pipe enter the house. It is provided in a small masonry chamber with a cover and provided mostly near the boundary wall of the premises. Finally, the connection is made to the water meter. The meter beyond the stopcock is fitted with union to facilitate necessary periodic changing of the meter. Meters fitted in an exposed position outside the building are housed in water meter boxes with conforming to the IS 2104. So this is all about the water distribution design and analysis part 3. Thank you.